So yes, guys, welcome to one of the slowest cities to drive in the entire world. Quite possibly the slowest in Australia. And yeah, you're going to be spending over 100 hours a year in peak hour traffic. And not only that, this is the main reason I'm making this video, guys. It is not only about peak hour traffic, because let me tell you guys, nowhere, and I mean nowhere, have I seen 4, 5, sometimes 6 lane freeways being flashed 80 k's an hour with no one hardly on the road. Like, I am telling you, there is nobody there. You're on a 6 lane freeway and it's telling you 80 k's an hour. Oh my goodness, hey, just be careful, guys. It's 80 k's an hour. Be careful. 6 lanes of freeway. Like, there's no traffic lights. This is supposed to be the high speed section for us to get around the city. 80 k's an hour. I mean, and this is just, I've never, ever seen this anywhere else. And I'm from Perth. Like, this is a slow city in Perth, let me tell you guys, but the majority of our roads are 100 k's an hour. If we are unlucky enough to be on an 80 k an hour road, there are sections, but it is just different in Melbourne. And I think people who have traveled around Oz, traveled around the world, will understand what I'm talking about, because this is just not normal speed limits. These are not normal speed limits. And I mean, when you are seriously driving and it's off-peak times, there's not many people around, maybe it's the middle of the night, you're the only guy on the freeway, and you are sitting there dozing in and out of consciousness, just trying to make sure you're doing 80, it is a recipe for disaster. Economically, it's a disaster. And again, everybody just needs to drive to conditions. And let me tell you, doing 80 k's an hour on a 5, sometimes 6 lane wide freeway, that is not driving to conditions. That is, yeah, going to put yourself to sleep and just watching paint dry. And I want to give you guys some real world examples again, because I've gone through all the major cities in Australia. I've grew up in Canada. I've been all through the US, Europe, Asia, and people drive quicker. You know, the international average is probably somewhere between 100 and 120 k's an hour on a freeway, you know, a major highway. And I felt like Australia used to do that. We used to be doing 100 k's an hour. And then for whatever reason, sometime, you know, maybe just before COVID, we started lowering these speed limits. And I mean, it is just ludicrous that we are literally upgrading the road sometimes, putting extra lanes in, and then we're going, oh, hold on, wait. Let's just leave it how the speed limit is right now. So they drop it down to 80, do the road works, and then when they put the extra lanes in, they just leave it at 80. I mean, this is what's been happening, and this is why we've got these crazy, ludicrously low speed limits. I was in Dubai not long ago, literally last year, 160 k's an hour in Abu Dhabi. So just next door to Dubai, literally doing 160 kph in a SRT V8, like having a lot of fun and being safe. You know, it was literally as wide as some of these sections I'm telling you about in Melbourne. So I'm like, there's really not much difference besides the speed limit. I mean, it really is. It's crazy. And I mean, it's fair enough. You're in peak hour traffic. I get it. But the whole rhyme of these lights above that have variable speed limits should be to let you go faster when it's safe to do so. But they don't seem to want to let you. Why is that? Also, why is Victoria the fines capital of Australia? Why are they raking in over $1 billion per year from camera fines? I wonder what the reason is. And I mean, let me show you this video right here, for example. You know, this is a guy filming on his dash cam a night drive through Melbourne on some of the highways. And I am telling you that if you put this on to me in bed at, not even at late, like I'm on the couch just after work, you know, maybe like after dinner, it's 7:30, 8 o'clock, they put this on the TV, I am passing out so fast, because just look at how brain-numbingly slow this all is. And I mean, this is what the reality of Melbourne driving is like. It literally is this. You're either going so slow with no one on the freeway and you're absolutely bleeding in the brain, or you're going even slower in just chaos bumper to bumper traffic. So you really have two options. You know, you're going 10, 15 Ks an hour in peak hour, bumper to bumper, or you're doing 80 Ks an hour, but it feels like you're doing about 5. I mean, they are just killing you in terms of being an enthusiast, a driver. I mean, even just somebody wanting to get somewhere fast. You know, I mean, it's the economics must just be outrageous. You know, to be a truck driver, like somebody who has to get somewhere, like taxi driver, Uber driver, like it would just be a nightmare to operate in Melbourne. I mean, it's just so slow. And again, I have to mention this 40K an hour zone again. You guys can comment down below the specifics. Apparently, some people are working like inside the bridge and it's too noisy if you drive, you know, at 80 Ks an hour. So you have to go 40 and they block a couple lanes on the outside. I mean, it just sounds ridiculous to me that you got to do 40 over the whole bridge. But you can see it right here. And when I was there, I went over it during this time and I couldn't believe it because it was just like, what is going on? Like I saw the flashing lights, I saw they closed the lane, but I'm like, there's nobody up here. Now, obviously there might be someone inside the bridge or something, but I mean, it just seems ludicrous that you have to do 40. That just seems crazy to me. And it's like every night, I'm told, like every night for years. So if somebody has more info, comment below about that because it just seems crazy. And I want to tell you guys, look at the ending of this video because I saw this and I just went, this is the whole reason. This is everything I'm talking about because you see this guy and it's like supposed to be a relaxing drive through Melbourne, and he's cruising so slow. He's doing the speed limit, all good. And you see he just gets off the bridge and it just goes into 80, I believe. He's starting to speed up a little bit and man, his brain is completely switched off. He has switched his brain off because he was doing 40 Ks an hour just a second ago over this bridge and just da-da, 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 like hitting these little bumps and it's just rhythmic and like you're going so slow. And as he comes down and speeds up a little bit to 80, he's like, oh, and then his brain maybe starts to fire up a little bit again and he goes, oh, hang on, I'm about to miss my exit. And you see him just basically hit the indicator and go, whoop, I turn now, and just be thankful no one was there and it was the middle of the night because he just cuts about, 2-3 lanes of traffic, goes completely over where he's cutting it real late and pulls off the freeway. And I mean, fair enough, no one was around and it was nighttime, but I mean, this is the kind of craziness I see all the time. People missing exits and just cutting in so quickly. And I am a firm believer it's because people are just so zoned out. Like people are daydreaming with how slow the speeds are. And fair enough, you're in peak hour traffic, you can't do much about that. But when you're driving and there's not many people on the road, you know, like it's not peak hour, there's space, you know, and you're doing these ridiculous speeds, you're zoning out, man. And I feel like this is the major reason we're having accidents. Honestly. And this is one of the biggest reasons, guys. You gotta have a dash cam because I'm telling you guys, they're everywhere. I call them road zombies and they just cruise around and they got no idea what's happening. They literally don't have a clue. So you really need to make sure you're protecting yourself. I highly recommend everybody to be using a dash cam. I'm using this one, 70My T800 dash cam because this thing, again, not only has 4K quality, it's a 3-camera channel setup, has great things like night vision mode, AI parking guard with real 24/7 alerts, and it's just easy to install, guys. So you can see the footage here. I put it in my ute. This really took not that long. It's quite simple to put in, and this is really going to save you guys. Again, some road zombie cuts you off, something happens. You know, it really is the Wild West out here in Australia right now, driving on our roads. That's why channels such as Dashcam of Australia are doing so well. So you have to make sure you have one of these things. And this footage, again, it really sells itself. Again, having that great 4K footage out the front, the HD on the interior, 4K out the back as well. And guys, you need to protect yourself when driving in Australia, when slowly driving, especially in Melbourne. And honestly, the Xiaomi T800 is a great camera. So if you want to buy it, hit that link down below. I'm going to leave a link for it. I'll pin a comment. Make sure you check them out. They sponsored this week's video. Huge thanks to them, but let's talk more of slow Melbourne. We've been told a lie. We've been told a lie here in Australia that speed is the number one cause of everything bad on the road. Speed is the number one killer. Speed, speed, speed. And in the actual fact, speed is none of those things. The problem we have is we haven't been educating people properly. We haven't been maintaining those country roads properly. And we've been mass importing a lot of people here who haven't properly converted their license and done the proper tests. So I'm sick of this garbage where, it's wipe 5, stay alive. No. How about you increase your speed by 5, stay mentally aware, and you're going to have a lot better outcome. Trust me, because this whole constant nanification, checking your speedo all the time, finding people for doing 3, 4, 5Ks over the speed limit is absolute lunacy. It's absolute lunacy, and I'm not going to stop talking about this, guys. I am not going to stop talking about this. You cannot brainwash me into believing that doing these stupidly slow speed limits, having to constantly monitor my speedo is safe. It just doesn't work that way. You go to anywhere else in the world, people generally drive 10, 15, even 20 Ks an hour over the speed limit and follow traffic flow. Now, if the traffic is heavy, of course we're not going to be speeding. We're going to be driving slower, more cautious, and that's just how it works. If the highway is open and free and airy and lots of spaces around, there is no reason, if you're in the fast, quote unquote, fast lane, passing lane, whatever you want to call it, there's no reason you can't step on it a little bit, make those passes quicker, and then get back over, because that is how you keep the flow moving. I am sick to death of seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys clowning around doing 80 Ks an hour, and it's just a brick wall of NPCs just cruising at 80 Ks an hour. No one's letting anyone by. You're flashing them, you're tooting your horn, you're up their bum. Nothing's happening. And I mean, this is the nonsense that has to actually stop. We have to physically change this nanification. We have to physically change this mentality of speed is the number one killer, and we've got to police everybody on the road. No. You keep left. You let the police do their job. You let the police catch the reckless speeders, quote unquote, keyword, reckless speeders. Because if you're doing 5, 10, 15 Ks over the limit in a safe manner, it's not reckless. And I will tell you that all day of the week, 24/7, 365. It is not reckless. And that's the major difference that a lot of people just don't get it in their head. They think that the 80 Ks an hour, the 100 Ks an hour, and these stupid variable speed limits. I tell you what, in Melbourne, it was crazy. It was like you're doing 100 at one point, then it goes to 80, then it goes to 40, then it's like back to 80, back to 100, back to 80. It is seriously ping pong, like it's crazy, man. I could not figure it out, and I'm just constantly like, what? Speed limit, 80. Okay, 100. Oh, 100. No, back to 80. What? But now we're doing 40. What the hell is going on? Like, what the hell is going on? I feel like someone is they're having a laugh in the control room, or they're simply not, like there's a glitch maybe. It just doesn't make sense. And I can feel the frustration from Victorians, because when I was there, most people weren't doing the speed limit. I'll tell you now. A lot of guys were going 10, 15, 20 Ks over, because they're just like myself going, this is actually ridiculous. Like, this is actually ridiculous, because you're sitting there in your brand new vehicle, all the safety tech, all the ANCAP garbage, whatever, and they're telling you you've got to go slower than what you used to growing up. I mean, you just can't make this up. And it is legitimately the worst in Melbourne. Now, I'll argue Sydney could be worse for traffic and getting around. It's a pain. So many tolls everywhere, Melbourne included. But this whole reason, the whole thing I'm telling you about this video is the speed limits on the freeways are just, they're the slowest I've ever seen. Like, they are literally the slowest I've ever seen. So many roads you could be doing 130 easily, completely safe. And yet you're doing 80 Ks an hour. I mean, in almost every highway I was driving on in the city, you know, just in the city center, outside the city, the major ones connecting east, west, north, it was like almost all of them. I'm talking 90%, 80 Ks an hour. And it was just, it was unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. I actually couldn't believe it. And I seriously think locals are fed up. So again, guys, if you guys are from Victoria, you're from Melbourne, I want to hear what you guys have to say. I want this video to pop off on your feed to get the message out that this really shouldn't be standing. And, you know, I've got a small audience. I want to get the message out. I honestly, this grinds my gears. And again, I call it clown world. You know, I've got some shirts. I've come out with some stickers even. I call it clown world. And what the message is behind clown world is just the nanification, the loss of common sense in our government, essentially now. And the fact that you can be on, again, a 4 or 5 lane highway with almost no one on the track, no one on it, and you're forced to do 80 Ks an hour. That, guys, that, my friends, that's the definition of clown world. So again, if you want to support the channel, you want to grab some, I've got merch, I've got stickers. It is all linked down below, shopross.com.au. Really does help us out, guys, and supports the message and supports the brand. But again, I would also just love to see some other people in the comment section, maybe who are international, maybe who are from UK, maybe who are from the United States, maybe who are from, you know, somewhere in Europe. And I want to hear what they have to say, because when you are forced to do 80 kilometers per hour on a major freeway, again, 3, 4, 5, 6 lanes sometimes, it is wild to me that we have dropped our driving standards that low. I mean, the bar is that low. You can't get any lower. At 80 Ks an hour on a major freeway. We're talking 30 Ks an hour in the city center, a lot of these, like, it's crazy. And I mean, I'm all for it around schools and stuff, but it is just ridiculous. What do you guys have to say? Again, I just wanted to make this video. I was there for a week. I've been there multiple times. I know what it's like, but it just jogged my memory and my frustration of like, wow, this really could be like one of the slowest cities in the world, like bar none. Leave your comments down below. Again, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one, guys.